Now we got a new segment that we're going to actually introduce on our sports network that's going to be worldwide, and we're going to have a pilot for those of you out there to get a sample of what we're going to be doing on this new network that we're launching. And we're going to have a Know Your Body, Know Your Health. Know your health, know your body, whichever way you want segment. And we're going to have Mrozinski is going to be the man who's going to tell you, all you young athletes out there, about how to properly take care of your body. You don't need steroids. You don't need drugs. You just need proper nutrients going through the body.
Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid.
All right, you're not inviting young ladies to participate in this, sir? It's not that kind of segment.
No, it's not that kind of segment.
You're invited.
Right.
Go ahead.
Not today, anyway. Maybe next week. So we got Mrozinski on the line. How are we doing, Dr. Mrozinski?
Coach, we're doing fantastic, and I tell you that's a heck of an introduction that you made, and my best to all that are in the studio and to all the listeners out there. I think what you're offering to the athletes is remarkable, and I just think to your vision and to bring this to them, it's to your credit, and it just ups the level, the standard for all the high performance athletes out there, Coach. And everyone that always wondered, how can I reach the next level? How can I take responsibility? And with this program that you have the vision for, what we're going to talk about with our young athletes is how to discern, compare, and contrast. How do I know something is out there? Where do I go to look? If you're, for example, below the age of 18, always seek out a parent, a guardian. Always seek out a mentor, someone that can give you reference. It could be a teacher, and it could be the library. Go to the library, read and research. That's what we're all taught, no matter what age we are, to go and verify and to read up on something. And as we start out, Coach, just wanted to say to everyone out there that don't ever be discouraged about something physiological, something health that you may be wrestling with, or what you've been told is a limitation. Because education is what you decide to do in terms of reading and researching. And, it's basically each and every day that you go out there, you're deciding what the end state is of your fate, Coach. And I think that's what we're going to offer these athletes, and this is going to be kind of a mix between an autobiography of health, experiences personal, and what we have tried and succeeded in our lives. And you said it best. Don't go to the drugs, the steroids. Go to things that God gave us to eat, and then to discern how to enhance those things easily with education.
Yeah. And, I think from talking with you and experiencing this, many youngsters and even our adults, seniors and so on and so forth, don't know that wellness in the body and wholeness in the body can be treated through natural herbs in the earth and not the medication that is being prescribed to people by medical doctors. And again, we're not replacing doctors and medicine. We're just saying that there is a way to treat your body with natural, healthy herbs from the earth, outside of marijuana and cocoa leaves.
Oh man, I was just getting excited.
So true, and we have a lot of good physicians and different practices across this nation, and they're all dedicated to helping. I don't think any one practitioner, teacher, no matter what their walk of life, goes out of their way to make people's life more difficult. They try to make it better, and we're all learn. But the key, underlining what you said, whether it's prescribing, whatever, this is not a program about symptoms and about here's a cure. Absolutely not. This is about a free discussion between people and what we've learned and what you can go out and verify. And again, a lot of this will be what I have personally experienced and what I've done as a retiree of 30 years in military service, Coach, and what I've experienced with people in the military, and then my learning experience along the way.
You should tell them a 30-year colonel.
And with that experience, it's not, again, so much what you did, but it's the authority that you have given yourself to say to take charge and responsible.
Mm-hmm.
And the military, has a certain discipline, but it did teach me that you have responsibility for people's lives.
Mm-hmm.
And now at this phase, Coach, as with you and those that are surrounding you at this moment, you've had dreams.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you reached your goals that you wanted personally, you turned and you go to help others.
Mm-hmm.
And you know them by their fruits, and that is how much they give to others because they care. Mm-hmm. And that's what the program that you're offering is, for people to call in, for people to hear, and hopefully over the course of this program, we're going to have some of the foremost subject matter experts in areas of research.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully with those topics, we'll have different practitioners, because there's not one single bullet, as it were, that you can go and say, well, I'm going to eat this particular food and all my ills and things are going to go away, or concerns. There's a lot to this. And
mm-hmm.
if I may, even the foretaste of what we're going to do here
mm-hmm.
is not only about the body, but the blockage. Mm-hmm. What is it that we can do to clean out in this day and age from liver,
mm-hmm.
the kidney? What is it? How does this thing work? What is my blood type?
Mm-hmm.
I would ask the listeners out there respectfully, what is your blood type? Do you know? Do you also know that certain blood types have certain chemical reactions that are released that you can go and research, and what studies have said about those blood types? And those blood types range out there, type O, type A, B, and AB.
Mm-hmm.
And then they have cofactors with those.
Mm-hmm.
And there's certain needs that happen in each one of those blood types.
Mm-hmm.
Some require, as research has shown, certain nutritional needs.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to cover on that also, and then hopefully have also people in the industry, as it were, who do that. Mm-hmm. For example, Coach, when people experience certain things, and younger folks don't have much of that concern, mm-hmm. but when you go and you have a concern about something in your body, mm-hmm. whether you're diabetic, mm-hmm. Whether you have a arthritic condition, mm-hmm. Whether you're having indigestion, or maybe you take an antibiotic that a doctor's prescribed. Mm-hmm. In this medical arena where we have certified physicians who dispense medications, mm-hmm. they can't sometimes do it all. Mm-hmm. So they have nutritionists that prescribe certain foods. Well, in my personal experience, that's brought me this over the years, is finding, for example, if you're on an antibiotic, mm-hmm. and let's say that antibiotic is a broad-spectrum antibiotic, one of the most inexpensive, doxycycline. Remember the tetracycline family? Mm-hmm. Well, you're taking that for a specific targeted, say, bacteria. Well, depending on the age group, you might get, say, indigestion or queasiness in your gut. Mm-hmm. Or you might not be able to go out in the sunlight with some of the tetracyclines, which can affect you, which they say avoid that, according to the experts.
Let me ask you this. Now, for the young athlete that goes out there and get aches and pains in his body, right. How would you address that group?
Well, with aches and pains, it's been my personal experience, and that with my family, as well as others, that when you have those aches and pains, you have to take a look and see, is that something to do with muscular? Is it you have an accident? Did you have a fall? Mm-hmm. Or is it just lactic acid after an exercise? There's certain parts of the body that will react differently than others based on stress. If you're a pitcher, you're going to be throwing your arm more. Naturally, you have to make sure that you're stretched out. You have to do things. There's natural herbs that are out there. There's turmeric. There's mm-hmm. vitamin C, which is a vitamin. Turmeric is an herb. Vitamin C helps, as Dr. Linus Pauling, Nobel laureate in 1970, helps keep water essentially in the red blood cells. Uh-huh. The white blood cells take out this stuff, the bad things, and the red blood cell brings in oxygen, brings in water to the body. Mm-hmm. I would say that to an ascorbic acid compartment here for athletes, if you increased your ascorbic acid, which is water soluble, mm-hmm. it is not, according to research, toxic. Okay. Now, of course, a little chuckle, increase in vitamin C depending on your